we hear a story about Kukureya. Say, Kukureya say teams na Chelsea ni omo bono. Omo defended dodo editia Chelsea. Na ye bobo na na sa teams ni nyina akwa kugu akire. Ana omo ne Chelsea bo eye ha adwen. Ana Kukureya edi sa asem di akwa akotudwa. Nukura wom ni ye say. Sa asem ni de bia metidi ye na ye mwanwa. Football na ye bono. Eya na ehye nkofo bi tirimu say. It seems say I was attacking football nko na etimia winning matches at the amount. And I say winning trophies at the amount. Say obo football. Obetima control football. Abra obo attacking game. Obetima control football. Abra obo defensive games. Enti yengu teams bi a omaya successful. Oma winning crew akese. Ometima je 3 maximum points a omo defending omo de agye. Ani yengu teams bi ho a omo attacking omo de agye omo 3 points. So it's up to that team. They say, no approach or the be game ni no. Any idea here? In the case of Kukureya, Semo Okano, defending a part of football. Defending a part of football. Team be better me decide. They say, Martina me kwa kobono approach. I may use ni nani say. May very solid in terms of defending. I mean my opponent no ain't me spaces ain't me utilize it. So it's up to our person about attacking football no and our finding approach how ubetimi dey defend ubetimi dey be a team or defending and you be an impokra no defending na sama Kukureya eka no. In the history of Chelsea yetimi are successful. Chelsea yetimi apeke 3 points bia na Chelsea a defend it. Chelsea both defensive game throughout and the is 3 points no and the year successful. Men pesa me komechi Nanu ya enche bia Chelsea last UEFA Champions League omoje was against Manchester City. At the end of my Chelsea is UEFA Champions League, you know. Chelsea defended better. Yehu Chelsea team omu defend ya. Omu players in a great row. Enti anka kanto de sa picture ne bema mia. In the UEFA Champions League final, Chelsea is out trophy from Manchester City. And kin sa wa watch them on Facebook ni TV no. Where Manchester United Manchester City ni Chelsea in the UEFA Champions League final. At the time, I'm not Chelsea as one. Chelsea here win. Chelsea person protecting the lead. Chelsea here crew ano. Say Chelsea here crew ana on to me be Manchester City and Bobo Efe. On to me omba attacking football. So at the end of the game, Chelsea decided so be defending about 9 players our Chelsea and Casa have. Way against Manchester City. Chelsea team Kukureya say teams e defending e di ti omo breno. Omo ye bi e di etia opponent. Idea you can say parking the bus. And I'm Chelsea soon be popular. At the time I just say more for Chelsea. And not Chelsea dominated Premier League. Chelsea echo venue be our England. Omoje 3 points no. Now you say Chelsea park bus. And the man be popular. Chelsea defensive system at the league. And the be dominant our Premier League.
Nti omoni ho kwan say so much o madu.
Me Chelsea sade na de bia.
Omo musuban no.
Am I be paying they are successful?
In the way against Efforts.
Manchester City in the UEFA Champions League final. Can Chelsea players do it? How many na go post him?
Satana Kukureya mai.
Okay.
O kan nasem.
Okay. To me country opponent say change na me no be change yam attacking football.
And the over just a team bia. Anya so cat defensive say obi defending the Tiana Chelsea.
Na parking the bus. How pan the man here popular. Anya Chelsea. Sa parking the bus no oman fan 3 points bebre oman fan kruwa okay yako Euros in 2004 Euro 2004 final na obia target Portugal national team say omen beje under Luis Felipe Scolari because no more kwakushia Greece ewiase nya target Portugal so be win because na Portugal ekra Figo Deco Ronaldo Pauleta Costinha Carvalho Rui Costa. Na Portugal bought the most attractive football ever 2004 Euros. Greece for whom say yentimi mbiem ni Portugal mbo. Ana Otore Hagi decided say obebo defensive football. Ye ball 90 ye ball game ni we na ken. Greece asha 1-0. Me pacho hwana ji true ekru ano. Ye di obo attractive football na. So say una wo se wo koshi obi, na wo se also about attacking football no opponent ni so be defend ya. Ye the duty say obe find a way to say obetimi a breaking opponent ni defensive line. Inter Milan under Heleno Herrera the UEFA Champions League back to back or say Real Madrid Benfica during the 60s. Na that time Real Madrid na so Benfica that time no mujino na so e ho ne hu say we introduce the Catenaccio system or this defensive approach no e back to back UEFA Champions League or you successful. Ken nanu ya na Real Madrid ni Liverpool ko Paris ko UEFA Champions League final. Mo kwan na Madrid fa so defend no. Liverpool attack bebre no timi she Madrid na. Enti kukureya onya botre kakra defending a part of football. You can control the game. Abra will defend it and abetima control the game. Abra will attack it. But the most important thing here say during the phases of play, no, and what's we effective in our principles, no, and it's also about attacking football. Idea ma attacking football be solid near say ube follow the principles of attacking football. So also be defend here and also follow the principles of defending. And in this case, say teams now who say Chelsea about attractive football. Chelsea pass it, yent mini Chelsea and possessive football. The only way out near see be defend it. It's up to Chelsea say on bet me I'm making sure say opponent need defend here on be breaking opponent no a defensive line no kukureya into me control be so be defensive football and watch Chelsea there be teams in defensive football omo team they are successful into kukureya there o Chelsea now support no and asa wo bono Chelsea for defensive football is successful be brinti asem we di wonjai kakra kenenra ewo intentan fidie no so eye x na me follow Inter Milan supporters omo debate bi ana omo ye na eye very nice debates managing ho pay na me follow comments ni views no na Inter Milan supporters ne say efiti si eti Inter Milan bo boko ni nyina no Jose Mourinho team in 2009-2010 the best side that Inter Milan football club efiti si eti Inter Milan bo boko no Inter supporters ni bi say no kre ebi mu si enye no kre enti na me follow sa debate no ken de wom ne say yeti Inter Milan in 1908 Inter Milan who top coaches so amatimi build team were successful domestic competition and a European level. Yemu Heleno Herrera wabefa Inter Milan were successful. Giovanni Trapattoni ebefa Inter Milan team build a strong Inter Milan side. Klinsmann time etimi the J Europa League. No me a very strong Europe. And you Jose Mourinho die. But ken me yane omaya adwen. If it is yet Inter Milan no. Sa Jose Mourinho team in 2009-2010 the best side that Inter Milan for ehu. Because Sa Jose Mourinho team no na omo bi biabi ade bi a team here bia no Sa Jose Inter team no omo bi biabi na Inter Milan side a se omo usi akan a clearly coach nsa no adwuma se Inter Milan isi akan se Jose Mourinho tactically wa mo sa signature no obi etimi ka se Jose Mourinho side na ebobo no because na Jose Mourinho approach in the system work on sa team no so at the time Jose Kofa sa Inter Milan team o hye no yenya sa tactical identity. Every team be a person or strong dominating European football any world football at large no and what say when your coach or team sa tactical identity you sa signature no Jose ma Inter Milan sa team ni bi you sa Inter Milan side na chemistry ni wo ho how we nyina bet together etimi achieve a common goal ento mu si akan a you proper team work from that team Inter Milan 2010 team no individual qualities from goalkeeper to see the last man in 2009-2010 kid o from goalkeeping department Julio Cesar ni todo solid oba mu defense Zanetti Lucio Matarazzi Watasamu Kivu solid defense oba midfielder Stankovic Thiago Motta Schneider Sule no ba binya Kambia
that's team no defensive team
omo ye dey
so almost a defensive team
anomo ye dey anomo ye dey omo dominate omo dey treble so it wasn't about approach ni say
but the same defensive team any star no the boy you know Yamfa club to Madrid or Magic Champions League in the Bebre we sure so more come Champions League now omo the way be the best say omo je treble style of football ninti
na style no hia na
but omo pan Capello because of style Emre Capello aje champion oje La Liga almost style born nye waje but omo pam no
good by the end of the day see a true history na eno ne bebe mana sa Inter Milan team omo je treble no a omo kosi Barcelona e wo company a ye hu se Samuel Eto'o e bo full back row no ye kana ye betro sa history na ye beka wo success a wo ye the success story na the most important thing not how our ball no I to say we are see abrabo. Eye how abe successful enye kwan abefa so. Ade no mo ye no mpacho na eye illegal na. Say Inter Milan age Champions League omo dominating no. Na omo bo defensive football no eye illegal in football. Eye legal. Enti say ope iska fa ne say nyina ye piska. Na was the was say obey we na obey na me so me ye we ya. Ekwan obi abefa so aye no. Ene yemfa ho once eye legal de untimi nka question. Enti sa Inter Milan team no kin na omo obi bia bi. From tactical identity, team chemistry, individual quality, consistency, and as a mental toughness, no. Okay, proud to some college Champions League, no. Shakwa umudi can pass you Chelsea free. Chelsea ni ombe bo. Ewo guse premierza. Emo mu win 2-1. No be him say Chelsea. Drop Bamone and now Kabeko Stamford Bridge akwa ko win game no. Inter ko show mu 1-0. Anombe shi Seska Moscow. Satam na Seska Moscow form. Honda mo. Omo yi omo free mu ansa nombe shi Barcelona. Awo ko Bernabeu e ko share Bayern. Enti na sa team wo bibia bi. Enti to me Inter Milan team are supporters snake no.
Okay.
If it is a team Inter no, Jose Mourinho team no, the best Inter Milan side I mean.
The best.
The best.
Okay. Say Inter history crown Champions League I don't kwano majana.
There be omaje 3.
Omaje 3.
Yes. Heleno Herrera di omaje back to back. Ana Jose Sodium beje.
Okay, but we no mo kai. Ana zo omo mo koto aba no omo ye nefoi. Nti omo kai ba kono na.
That was a season, a treble no mji. Ne bin si wo Italian football.
Italian football mo da. Una say Madrid granje treble da. Ana
Madrid nje bi.
Madrid nje treble. But so mo say omo na ye the most successful club.
Yeah. But Madrid nje enye bi da.
Nti treble dey saying.
Nti sa Inter team we dey. Yomo ya adwen.
Yen fairness we na mento am komodie no so. Okay. Kwame Medasipi adults and bread na mene biggie ento am komodie no so.
Without second, Moka treble, Mr. Monoti say city. Kwame. Moka treble, no, na. More example, I'm on for city in Cameroon. There be Ubo treble, now Waka city, the modern day treble. And yet it's a treble. We are modern day treble, dear. And one in Manchester City. See, there's a beautiful story of how the Messiah was born. What did the Micho Yasi? Elizabeth on Zachariah or Elizabeth. It took her 88 days, and a smart angel said, "Call Elizabeth or catches or will be a friend John the Baptist, no, obeying a BPA quine at the Messiah."
Be careful,
see me here, see.
Uko try na pepe mame. Why?
Bible adie me fani say story afofa e fani nyina no it paints a picture to us say. Obi asebi ne yemu no. Na wa rise ya ba be ye kese. That is how, because Christ, he was born in a major. Or rise ya and we are nyina obi ase Christ. That is how the beautiful story of the Messiah is. Ken, in no direct comparison, but let me tell you something. Jose Dennis, Ronaldo Papa. Ronaldo Papa, he was forced to say Portugal Angola Africa. Listen to this story very well. Angola fights war as I said Portugal Ekobi. Ronaldo Papa Jose Dennis, he was forced to say Uncle Akunibi 4th of February 1961. Ronaldo Papa na oye sojenia Okundema Portugal. Ntakwano ekoya for 13 years nipa over 50,000 ene wuye Africa. Ronaldo Papa, he could have died. Ronaldo Papa, edrumrebi Portugal soldiers ekoye ni nyina dodo na free mu. Insio kra omo benu baby na omo camp no. Insio nipa ni free ma omo moja ni nyina. They could not drink the omo basic rivers ni ade no. Inti soldiers for Portugal soldiers kakra na ekai no. They resorted to drinking Angola for local beer na efe no kuka. Into soldier for na efi Portugal eba back to amukọ akọ Angola mba back to Portugal ni nyina. Omo nyina ba ya ensa alcohol addicted. People normally tell you the stories of Ronaldo Papa no nomsa. Enyensa no nomsa keke o. He went to Portugal. Mpacho betinya Google Angola war. 1961 to April 21st, 1974. Portugal, Angola for no pay independence. Portugal for CNTS. Ronaldo's father was there. He could have died. He came back. Only Dolores Esiaye. Akwana me patrol join with television as well. When in a Angola war, Ronaldo's father was part of this war. Over 50,000 people, they died. That time now, we didn't say about Ronaldo. No. Sana Yakopon Yanadio. Ronaldo for ne papa. Na on dange home crampo da. Say BBC ABC. Yakopon Adam. On kuka ne sa no ba Portugal or buy sa time veteran omo ko akuni nyina no. Yemfi omo nti wo ba kakra bia na waye. Ena na okohia Dolores mama Ronaldo mama na eja oye cleaning no. Ono so ba eja club we fan Andorinha and obey omo team ono de kids of form ntade no we kwesi no de abro mo ne ade dwuma obaye enkoyi mfama no nyame adom and omudi nani nemu awu Ronaldo 1985 and exactly 40 years Ronaldo barriers now see Yankopon ya na ade a to de bia wonti ase na menka se menchiro ken about Ronaldo you see Ronaldo did 12 unse Andorinha ho no obebo na sonya there's a huge picture be a tar trendy pa Ronaldo ya kwada no she black and white and that television we na sonya I'll buy the neighbor Sporting Lisbon no now there's another story I'm about Ronaldo let me explain it very well about Sporting Lisbon Ronaldo baby ofri no sebi eye kura bia so mo kasa nyede omo accent bia enye normal Portugal accent and Ronaldo no oba no mo sere sa. He did not like it. In fact, Oba Sporting Lisbon, let me even say, he went back to Nifie because then a ninja, ni mama ne sanso man return back to Sporting Lisbon. Omo a school ye juma McDonald's and ajo ko prapra. No aba, no de kakra so abato no na afi obobo ko school. And no ko school a. Almost run one class and the teacher so de na no betu mo de na ebufuo. I retaliate against the teacher more permanently free school. If you have heard the story of Ronaldo was sacked out of school, it was because he was being bullied. Now, that time, no, Sporting Lisbon, no, baby, I know that no, Okowa camp, Omu no, almost renesa, into Okoana, you know, Aquada. Afternoon, or she beach because eja, Osroso kwa, Ombe Buleno. I want to cultivate the habits of training. Nti nyame yeti na me start ya me catch us de ame maye bia ye obi anim nyame nsa no adwuma kwa nyame kofon efa so ya na niema sa bule ni mu a nti nani nka wo camp wo because baby ofini sebi akoye ekuro bi ase a okasa no bi ehun say akwa we sebi ofi ekurase na de bia o hye no akɔhye beach ewia o hye beach a training and o cultivate that habit. You see how God works. Yankopon obeye ni bibia sa ene Ronaldo or a huge figure. And Yakupo Adam 6th of August 2003 na Sporting Lisbon for no a new stadium and no to Safa Efre Manchester United. They were just opening their stadium because some will still Eros. And then so that day he had a wonderful game. If it's yet sad day no and as they say Ronaldo omoto no what say Ronaldo to Viva Ronaldo running down the rings hear the children sing Viva Ronaldo long live Ronaldo Viva Ronaldo 40 years of life fantastic. Ronaldo, long live Ronaldo. Happy birthday. Nyakopon ena dia on say from baby say bi nipa mbu no enne. Ohwe baby na Ronaldo ti a. If you do remember now saying ni nua no e de efia no mutim. Ha na Ronaldo ti.
Obusafie no.
Funchal ho no. Ronaldo efia we si wo ho no. Give me the current please.
See no why no.
Oh nya metimi ye.
Go back. Now what's the obusafie?
Miss
na wahwe na wakwe mujwana abusafie de
Menye Ronaldo. Menye Ronaldo.
Video with twins of FIFA.
Nyame ye bibio, nyame.
When I'm crying be a to say you should say be a dabe 6-5. Down better trade and I just be more to coin.
Hey, asemo.
Now Chroma will be our time back.
Me sure say a lot of people relate to this story. Growing up, biani ne ebia don't wanna yeni enuanom na da one room baako. Ene we fear ma
wo cry e bolu free breathing become hona
ma ye bebre obi da akonwa mu bi so da form chale nyame be ya no e kakra bi na me he.
Okay.
Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
Mikel will be untying up. I want to repeat this. Mikel will be untying Nicholas Jackson.
But the OB, you know, Jackson was against target, you know, and again, because of Victor Osimhen, baby, Mikel will be free, and Obi and Mikel will be in Victor Osimhen to say, Mikel will be in a wish, and it's like Osimhen bebo Chelsea. So Nicholas when he said, dear Mikel will be in ano. And yes, be our shadow or yen say or ye journalist or trench, you know, a direct attack say will be few because
Victor Osimhen
Enzo Mares can only say Jackson a Yemanemo and when you say because to be denied aba until Nicholas niwa ebi anka Chelsea pressure beba for Victor Osimhen until every day be attacking or obo game we now attacking obo game we now attacking na aye personal.
I perfectly understand your point. Say Victor Osimhen no quite to say the agent ya Mikel Obia nisa. Once the argument goes against Nicholas Jackson, then Sadia wo attack and send ye do player beba. But beyond this conversation, the reality is say Chelsea did not go in for a proven striker when they wanted a striker. Tell me, Nicholas Jackson na oye a potential players ni yes be obi a wa have one good season on developing way or raw or here mentoring is say bia in Nicholas Jackson e buy or buy there is a huge striker bi wo ho Nico Eddie 2 years na osua adwuma no o making mistakes now Obaya from Villarreal crowd he wasn't a top player the half season of everybody gidi o then he comes to Chelsea, takes over the number 9 position. Now, this boy is learning on the job. Only experience. Or the Chelsea nation Jumano yo. Into obey mistakes. Obey nyamani nyina bebre. Inti on and off no the eba say odum to say the 10 games see. What's the one goal? You expect the Chelsea fans to keep quiet? They will complain. That is normal. But that is not my argument. Ken, wait offer. Other players na yede. Joshua pa with Chelsea Jadon Sancho.
You be doing come on.
Okay,
Jadon Sancho. Edian Swaba Biggie. Others and the Naba na want to send him. You fine.
But me shall say the free Manchester United.
United, okay.
My share Arsenal and Newcastle give me a
because in the live commentary, Beba Arsenal and Newcastle, our loss in a radio, loss in radio 96.3. Amufa. I move power. Ujano betimi commentary 3 times. Betimi makoma komiensa a day. Ne jana no hye amofa. Okay.
Kenam Manchester United. Me jitum se team bia. Se coach mo de mon konkan ya. E wo sem fenifo jane kwan na woko. No cre. Football na kwa sports bia. The people in and around it. I'm grateful for that because no matter performances I'll be dying. No matter the ways ebeba. Se niema shas ye se echia kakra bia. Ebe den e dia mom so mo be decide say on be keep faith in wo. No mo ja wo se wo ye wadwuma na niema nkoyi mfama na se ye twen ama niema asesa. It is a coach batimu no bobo na niema nkoyi a. There are times a man for be sorry no match as ye so mo kasa. Me jitum sa no kre. But in the case of Manchester United, it looks like say the problem with the club, coach is never home. But the biggest problem with the club are the legends of the club. Manchester United. Mijitumpa. Say coach is about Manchester United no. But I feel the biggest problem of the club are the legends of the club, Ken. Manchester United, season nase. Consistently, United has been inconsistent. Oshaba kone
ade achi a wontimi nche e ho anu wanya baako na afi wate akwakoda ato aso saa na Ten Hag koye na Ruben Amorim bae no the kind of results a man for expect so obenya ene man ko sam fa Manchester United ono so bono ohye kakra gidie ni ba so na afi asan so atiada na agiegu na man for abamabu Manchester United anya the fair share of problems any inconsistency this season na afi United akwa 3 matches washe Rangers washe Fulham no wakwashe Steaua Bucharest wa away in the Europa Cup na gidie na sa se eba gidie ni banana United ababa bebo home against Crystal Palace na United a lose game no 2-0 ewo fie na amanfo be ma sa abu say papa yeta na chi na ye anasa yanta na chi na ye because anytime bia obenya confidence anytime bia obebo awugidie ne sorry bia no all of a sudden na bibia baba betwam a enye na DJ na sa atia ko na gya na dum omo adu moment say omo betimi a support club no omo kasa ma nipa e wo club ne ho especially the supporters enya akomatoyem say football na to da say na tie etu rally behind the team no those are the people that do stage say yaken omo kasa etia team no e ka ne ma bone e fa manager ne ho e ma supporters enya otan e de ma manager no guy na full ababa ntia baba be kasa o say there will be more pain for Manchester United and it is going to be damaging this season because Penifona decided say they are still going to stick with coach Ruben Amorim, a legend of the club. Said there is going to be more pain and it will be damaging this season for Manchester United because Omar decided to stick it to the coach and Ruben Amorim. And when I made one of me bisa say for a coach about Manchester United midway through this season and you man kon kan from mana obi oya former player de my club no a legend what footballer say anyhow it works at times and you be saying geni say free na number me jitum say Ruben Amorim morning kon kan ken the last 7 matches I will fear for Manchester United as a coach we lose him 5 no cre in fact he's been the manager one of the quickest losses at this rate will fear our Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson bought 88 home matches and San lose 5. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer about 31 matches with you and San lose 5. Louis van Gaal bought 30 matches with you and San lose 5. Eric Ten Hag, I see on your on corner about 28 matches with you and San lose 5. David Moyes bought 14 and San lose 5. It looks like say after Sir Alex Ferguson, coach is Abano already home record of Manchester United nipa ne de anya kra Ruben Amorim. That is true, but the question is Manchester United Ruben Amorim inherited no not team let sign or Anslot modern mo Obama Liverpool or inherit a team na judging crop build ya to anya meko ye de team ne dada and wa baba befa and wa add few touches and or they ball the ball no ko nanim Barcelona. You see that Barcelona under Xavi, yes. But just last 2 seasons, Barcelona G League under Xavi. Last season, Barcelona to be the second in the Spanish La Liga. Hansi Flick aba. Obefa no. What adding the touches and the near my kind of man no day Juma. But the Manchester United situation Ruben Amorim befa no. And just it is like time and Mikel Arteta for Arsenal. Arteta befa Arsenal. Or did the 8th. Mienu etwaso owie obedi fit sesia the last 2 seasons Arsenal the second mienu supporters number ba benya gidie se papa na wafa team ne de yenya ahotoso wonimu na yenya otwan kakra e likely to obetimi de yakobo sha asase ne so this season enya mpodo still that Arsenal is still in contention for the league title a liga yebono omo ne that second. Look at the years Arteta de atena. It is a for a coach. I'm on a team and a team in your cry. The team is in tatters and a coach in a bar. As a former player of the club here, you have to understand and know. Say, be here time and send a team not get into the best of form. Coach Ibaba be introduce a new philosophy. The 3-4-3 attacking system. And Obebo. Manchester United in Mobida. With players on Mobida. And Tininano, I was so say be here time. But the class of 92 for the king. Omo biggest problem let's say omo be your coaches in the to be coach Manchester United and omo be the total coach club now this moment
the coaches are benyina no Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ni nipa na omo nka na asem it is the some bema support emre mu odin no ma church ni ma church supporters and say football is saying that you know omo mom na so jagum kokofa problem de ba and it is time so mo be jai sa de no Ruben Amorim nyambo half season impo enkoye no kre but at least give him time because we am Fatima na ye can moving on and then Newcastle ni Arsenal e dey boy any Newcastle going into this game has a lot of confidence say at least omo to be ko Arsenal home kokko share 2-0 e di say baba betena fie na Arsenal abadia bana all no say timi ko share no refia clearly e che say yen ye fie ye betimi ahye e no kre o ya no ni free one ma Arsenal on the other hand so at a point this season Arsenal to be ball 4 matches to us on omunya win it is not an Arsenal team and found baby omo da league so baby omo baba be duru. It looks like say all rosy for Arsenal this season derby and your sanity but GD Arsenal want to say upon problems omo nyina the last game they played in the league England it was against Manchester City Manchester City 5 ekanum Man City team baako Arsenal for are also very confident say and for only problems I this season say yetimiche Manchester City ni ehye ni numu a team bia ebe hia ni bia ebetimi ahye no oya no ni free one mo a Newcastle team na akwa hia no the last 2 matches are obo ofie Newcastle losing ni nyina game ni fie I was saying advantage man Newcastle but against Bournemouth Newcastle tenefie losing 4-1 against Fulham Newcastle tenefie losing 2-1 ni fie one mo na say any stronghold no the last 2 games are about you know and Yaman Koye and from a Newcastle team no Arsenal going into this game I am motivated enough so I'm going win a deal qualify in the sense that your stories no kind so the last time Arsenal GEFL Cup in the year 1993 it's been more than 30 years 32 years now and Arsenal G the EFA Cup that is number 1 number 2 and for Arsenal Liverpool that chase league log so no credit. But bona Liverpool libono. There is no sign say Liverpool baba besnake. Do a lot of matches and nim de betichina. But sa shwibi ansi na Newcastle anti Liverpool anti anto a. Ebe dey Arsenal be kwa league no. In the Champions League, ure team say womni mo ba. Liverpool womni ball a obo. Barcelona ball a obo. Even Real Madrid qualify kwa do the knockout stage. Amafo anya GDS so betimi aba be ha adwene Inter Milan ball a obo it realistically Arsenal winning the Champions League and so den o ya no ni free one man in the FA Cup they are already out Manchester United you ma film enti trophy Arsenal betimi age ekoba say o mesi out on all these trophies o betimi afa no because we do the semi final or ben say oje trophy no in the EFL enti these things are the motivation for Arsenal going into this game. They shouldn't forget Sir Alexander Isak are available in the first leg when you go. But this time around, William Saliba more confidence on Moboriba, Matt Lewis Kelly. How they handle the league talent. League gives them confidence. So move to stop your Brantiano. And for in the Premier League, when you 17 goals, now in the EFL Cup, and also 2 goals at my team, I have friends in Newcastle. Arsenal on the other hand, also our confidence. So number 9 and also more attacker Kai Havertz. Can this season in all competitions he has played 33 matches and the Arsenal. Watch 15 goals, 1 assist, Mako 5.
Okay, until Anadreba coin.
The first leg, Arsenal had an advantage. No man win it, but only control game no. Because that Bruno Guimaraes is suspended, no Nimfin. Today he's going to be available. Thomas Tepate will do Makesiya pa. Oh, Bishamisa baby, looking at all these parameters. Any motivation am abo boso na Arsenal highly motivated than Newcastle so befa qualification no.
Emna Newcastle for elite 2-0.
Yes.
Arsenal be kwa 3 goals.
Arsenal anya hwe krampo obenya 3-1. I beat me a prolonged game no.
And I will go run the adjuma.
I will go in the EFL.
More EFL no mama say we go run the adjuma because some of fire ho adjuma pa. Okay.
Enti enye easy. But I know Arsenal is going to get a winner. And the Arsenal will call the next stage of the competition. weekend.
Okay, medase bigi edie enso no na meba ma me nkomo kakra na mento so emfa emfrio ma me fanto ani se wo fake eye enterprise ade a obekọ wo fake aso eye na yaka no asema cho se ba phone accessories wo Ghana ha eye wo fake kuma se no wo fake wo etikona so na so to eye ne ma papa wo